Oh, hi there. Welcome back to my channel. This is a weird angle. That's okay. If you hear any cracking, that's my chair. I prefer to paint with this chair than my other ones, so again, I apologize for any noise. So today I wanted to show you how I do my pet portraits. For anyone that doesn't know, I do pet portraits on commission. People send me their pictures, they send me what they prefer for colors, and then I just go with it. It started with one painting and it kind of blew up from there. I'm very grateful for that because I get to paint basically, I would say every day, but close to every day. So I will go ahead and show you the steps, speed it through in between, and then I will show you the final product. So I will be live painting at a local charity event called Paws Walk. It's hosted by the SPCA. I have a booth there, and I decided that live painting might bring in a bit more people. But for people that can't make it, I decided to go ahead and do the video for that reason. So what I start with is obviously a picture. So she ordered 3 paintings from me, and this is the first picture that I will do. So I obviously like to make my life a little harder. I don't do the outline in pencil. I actually do it with paint. Now I at least do it in the color of the background that I will be using. She said that she has a lot of blues and grays, so I'm going to do a nice teal color for everyone, so all 3 will be the same color. Okay, so for my pet portraits, I like to exaggerate the eyes and a bit of the nose, sometimes the ears, depending of the dog. So they have, both dogs that she sent have beautiful big blue eyes, so I definitely want to make sure that I bring that out. So I usually try to figure out where my middle is and then go ahead and do the top of the head so that I know where to stop, because sometimes I will run out of space. It's happened before and it's not that great. And same thing, I want to figure out where the bottom is, so where his lip is, I'm going to make another line, because here is going to be his chest, and then there's going to be a collar here too. I go ahead and do the nose, because this will help me figure out the rest of the face. So I make sure that it's about in the middle. That's good. And obviously everything can change. I can change the dimensions a little bit once I start painting. But this is really just to help me figure out the proper dimensions. Alright, so this is what I have for now for the outline. It's a little bit messy, but that's okay because that's what it is. It's just an outline. So I'm going to go ahead and do the background. Now, you'll notice that I use quite a bit of paint. That is normal. My style is a little bit more texturized, even for acrylic. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I usually use some of the main color, and then I use some white also. So once the background is done and the sides are done, I usually give it a few minutes to dry before I start the body, and then I go up on the face and everything else. Just because I don't need any of that blue color to go in, mostly when the part of the dog is white. So I'm going to go ahead and wait, and then I will bring you into the next step. Alright, so now that it is mostly dry, there is some that is still a little wet, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the main colors. So there's some white, there's some brown, some gray. The extra details are usually at the end, because on his face right here, he has lots of little details in black, and then even some brown on his nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that. So basically what I do is I actually do a shade darker than what it is. So if it's white, I'm gonna go ahead and put that as a light gray instead, so that I can just go on and do the next step after that. Alright, so now that the basic colors are laid down, I'm going to go ahead and take the same brush and start applying more details. I use the same dabbing motion as the background to create texture. So that's my second layer. For anyone wondering what I do while painting, I either watch Netflix or I go on YouTube. Currently, I am watching Bailey Sarian. She does Murder Mystery Mondays, where she applies her makeup while talking about mysterious cases that are either going on or have happened in the past. If you are interested in anything like that, I suggest to go follow her. I was very inspired by her series, so I went ahead and I did my own, where I talk about hedgehogs. That's also on my channel. So thank you, Bailey, if ever you see this. Hi. I big fan, and so as I was saying, if ever you guys are interested in murder mysteries, go watch her. She is great. So I'm gonna go ahead, do the next step, and I will stop to when I get to the next layer. Alright, so now that the second layer is done, I'm going to go ahead with an even smaller brush, and I'm going to add more details. I don't know if you've been seeing this at all because I can't see my camera, but I am very cheap and I basically just ran out of white, so I just opened it up and then I'm scooping from the inside. I mean, there's still lots left, so why not? And it will save me from running to Michael's right now. I can go later. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going. Now, I know it kind of looks silly right now because, well, that's what it is, you know. It's going to look weird at first. You start with a very basic color, and then you just keep adding details and more and more. And that's how painting works. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going from there. Alright, so this is my last step. This is where I take my smallest brush and I add as much detail as possible. I know it still looks pretty unfinished. That's okay. I still have lots to do, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that. I'm going to stop before I do the final touches just to explain what I do to add to this painting. So one of the last steps that I do that I absolutely love doing is adding some gold. Um, it's I'm not exactly sure. I got it from Walmart and it's been the best thing that's worked for me, and it just applies really easily, and I put it a little everywhere. So I'll do the tag usually, and then just add a little accent a little bit everywhere to give it that final touch. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to finish the eyebrows and add a little bit more white, and then we will be done. Alright, so I went ahead and finished the look off camera. My camera is not really made for videotaping, so the battery isn't always very reliable, but that's okay. So I finished the eyes, and then I finished the name tag. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture outside. I'm going to show you at the end of the video, or just actually right over here. So this is what I do for, well, I wouldn't say a living, but pretty close to it. It's really fun. I absolutely love it. I love bringing life to paintings. It's so colorful, it's so fun. So if ever you are interested, I do ship to Canada and the States, and I do have prices on my page. So my page is Murray B's Art. So yeah, so I use acrylic. There's lots of different sizes that you can choose from. You can even ask for a certain size. I get them custom made anyways, so that I can go ahead and give you a price based on that. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'm trying to make this a habit of trying to post every couple of days. I am really loving this, and it does keep me busy during the day while doing other things that I'm supposed to, like painting or getting ready for events or anything like that. So that's about it. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Bye!